Hey guys, what's up? It's Duncan, Cage Fan here, bringing you guys an album review. Yes, I know, it's been a while since I've done the last one, but I might as well just do this one right now. I am going to be doing an album review of the new album from the band 6 Feet Under, entitled Unborn. Now, if you aren't too familiar with 6 Feet Under, they are a death metal band that formed in, I don't even know where they're formed, I'm retarded anyway. But this band was formed by frontman Chris Barnes while he was still in Cannibal Corpse. These guys formed in around '93, and it was kind of like a little bit of a side project for Chris Barnes to begin with, until he permanently left the band and then started doing stuff with 6 Feet Under full time. And they've been putting out albums ever since. I mean, this album, Unborn, is a follow-up to last year's album entitled Undead, so I'm guessing Chris Barnes was going for like a little bit of a theme here, I don't know. But what do I got to say about this album? I just got done listening to this album, and honestly, I was a little bit impressed. I'm not going to lie about that. I mean, I actually did enjoy Undead last year. Never reviewed it last year. I never got around to reviewing it last year, but I figured I'd just go ahead and review this one. This features some other members, some new members of the band. This one, I mean, one of them's not really in the band anymore. They have, as far as I know, please correct me if I'm wrong, they had Rob Arnold, formerly of Chimera, play on this record, and he also played on the previous record as well. And they also had Kevin Talley, formerly known for playing drums for bands such as Dying Fetus and Doth. And he also played on this record as well. And to be honest, this is the best that 6 Feet Under has sounded in a while. Chris Barnes' vocals are the best they've been since probably his Cannibal Corpse days, to be perfectly honest with you. First off, it's just, the whole entire album is just a big punch to the face, basically. I mean, it's straight up brutal death metal. It's nothing too complicated, although there are some interesting parts in there. But it sometimes does get a little bit repetitive at points. When I first heard the song Zombie Blood Curse, it was a bit repetitive, but I dug the song. I just thought it was a really good song. And I was expecting more from this album, and it definitely got a little better as the album went on. Chris Barnes' vocals, I mean, they're not nearly as good as they used to be back in Cannibal Corpse. If you remember his vocals on albums like Eaten Back to Life, Butchered at Birth, Tomb and Mutilated, that was when he sounded his best, honestly. He can't go as guttural these days, but he can still go pretty low with his vocals. The only gripe I really have about his vocals is when he does those high-pitched screams that just sound like a big, elongated, like, E for, like, seconds at a time. That part just kind of gets me a little bit, makes me cringe a little bit, because I can't really stand those, that part of his vocals. But other than that, he doesn't sound all that bad on this record. The guitars on this album are very, very crunchy, punchy, in your face. Very, very heavy tone. I really like what 6 Feet Under has done with their guitar tone recently. The drums, they're not over the top. It's kind of like just simple death metal style drumming. Kevin Talley does that really well. I mean, I've heard the guy do a lot more complicated shit, but what he did on this record really hits home. And the bass, I really couldn't hear much of the bass at all on this record. Maybe that's just me. I mean, if you did, that's cool. I just didn't hear it as much on this record. But all in all, like overall, the album itself is pretty killer. Some of my favorite tracks on the record are Zombie Blood Curse, Prophecy, Inferno, Psychosis, Alive to Kill You. Those are some of my favorites on the record. And one of the only gripes I really have, besides the fact that about Chris Barnes' high vocals, is that I feel like this album could have been at least maybe 5 minutes longer, but that's just a minor gripe. All in all, it's a fantastic death metal record in my opinion. It's the best that they've sounded, and it's the best that Chris Barnes has sounded since his Cannibal Corpse days, in my honest opinion. If I were to give this a score, I'd give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. Very good release. I think it's Definitely a bit of a step up from their previous album, Undead. So, looks like 6 Feet Under ain't going anywhere, because we thought they were gone for a while, but now they're just coming back and getting back into things. So I'm going to conclude this review. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out and keep it metal.